Yo, welcome back. This is Stu42 with another Minecraft video. As you can see, stuff's changed a little bit with the WaterWheels from last time. I've done quite a bit of experimenting over here. Originally, once I first hooked this up, we were getting 103 RF per tick out of this. I've since changed this up. It still looks kind of natural, but I've had to build that up quite a bit taller just to get the water flowing down onto what is basically the middle of the water wheel, and then flowing backwards. And what it does is it flows backwards along, and then there's a little block here, so it flows along and then across like that. And once it goes there, it goes down, and then across the very bottom corner there's another row of 3 blocks, so it sort of dog legs down like that and then flows out. The net result of that is instead of 103 RF per tick, these are all now giving me 180 RF per tick. So pretty decent increase in power just from optimizing where the water goes there. I think we can get more out of it if we were going to be tricky and try and add, water blocks in the front side of this, but that then sort of breaks the aesthetics of it. And I do really want to keep this as, looking at least semi-natural if I can. I may replace some of these blocks with some better looking ones, but for now, looks pretty good for 180 RF per tick. Now the other thing we've done on the base is I've started building this little tower here, but I'm not really happy with these blocks. I'm probably going to replace the hex plating with something else. This is going to be ultimately where my Thorncraft stuff moves to, and the tower is going to be built up, so I can probably use some of the Thorncraft blocks for that. Also done a bit of terraforming out there. I've ended up changing my mind as I do, and this is now too low. I need to build it up by 1 block all the way across, or at least most of the way across. So I'll get to doing that. Started building a bit of a wall to keep people out, keep the mobs out as well. Decided to wall the base in. You can see over there, Sneddo's made a start on his new little base as well. Yeah, so the next thing to move, now that we've got 180 RF per tick, I really want to get at least a couple of diesel generators running. So it's time to move those big farms that we did. So again, I'll do this off camera because this is all stuff I've been over a couple of times now. I'll put the melons over that side, and I'm actually thinking we're going to put the sugar over in the desert biome, seeing as that's sand anyway, and that's normally where, in fact, you can see some sugar growing there on the water anyway. So I might flatten out an area over there, put the sugar over there. We'll get everything getting, I don't know, pipes. I might even use the immersive engineering conveyors. I haven't used them before. So might get all that brought back over here. I'll sort out a bit of a room or something for the generators, and once we get some power up and running, that'll be quite a good start on getting things moved over here. So I will do all this boring planting and moving stuff off camera. I'll be back in just a moment once we've got some farms set up and we can move some of the basic sort of machines over, and then we'll have some real power over here. That'll be awesome. So see you in just a little bit. Ta-da! 1 melon farm. So I've managed to build this up that block that I said I was going to build it up. We have some melons there. That is a max size 25 by 25. As you can see, it's all grown as well. Built the wall up a bit higher as well. Also over there, sugar. So I've ended up putting the sugar over there. Next thing that we need to do is get the sugar back over here and the melons into seeds and sort it out into the refining and stuff. So I've decided that I'm gonna do it under this area. I may even put some glass in there as some sort of skylights so that you can be up the top and look down into the sort of industrial room that's processing all this stuff. I've decided I'm gonna use the not the conveyor belts in the end. I was having a bit of a think about it. And conveyor belts, while they might look cool and all the rest of it, I've got no method of actually stopping the farm from running. One of the advantages of using pipes is that the harvester it stops outputting and it stops harvesting when it can't actually output anything into the pipe. So much better to use pipes. I won't do overground as well. It's again, I want the aesthetics of this corner, and quite a bit of this area here is all going to be sort of magic, because I've got to move all my Britannia stuff. I've got to move all the blood magic altar is going to take up a fair bit of space there somewhere in there, and likewise with the Thorncraft and witchery stuff is all going to need a bit of space as well. And on top of that, I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to put my workshop and all the technological stuff. So I'm not sure where we'll do that yet. Anyway, for this episode, I'm going to do one more quick cut. I'm going to run away and move a bunch of stuff to get some power over here, and then that'll be the end of this episode. I just thought I'd come back quickly and give a progress update on the farm situation. I'll be back in just a moment, and hopefully we'll have some of those generators in and a bit of a room under there. It's going to take me a little bit of time. I'm going to need to tunnel out a bit of stuff underneath to keep it hidden. But I'll be back in just a moment. See you in a sec. Well, what a mission of a time I have had. This has been quite an epic bit of build. As you can see, even Snero's done some stuff on his base over there. I've decided to... I've dug the tunnel. I was going to use dimensional transceivers, but decided against that. I really want to keep the aesthetics of this one. So here we have... Unfortunately, we're full of sludge here. I have yet to deal with the sludge, but I'll do that at a later date. So basically, what I'm planning on doing with the sludge is... Where is my... Yeah, I might not even use the hardened one. I might use the normal fluid duct for that. So anyway, this is how we get the power all the way up there. It's strung along this massive corridor that I've dug out. As you can see, there's some sugar going on here. I've got room for the sludge to go along this bottom row here. And now this goes all the way along. We're under the river now. And further and further and further. This cable sags quite a bit more than I expect. That's the maximum 32 length that it can go, which is pretty cool. This comes up here, shoots under there, and across to my new little room. So here we've got the fermenters on the side making us some ethanol, got the squeezers over here making us some plant oil. I do have one of these. Oh, it's empty. It's because it's still filling up. So this is actually running at the moment. It's just still filling up this tube, filling up the fluid duct with diesel or biodiesel. This is not running yet because there's no power on it. Now these diesel generators won't run unless they can actually dump their power somewhere. So I have yet to do that, but I'll do that outside of this episode because I really want to get this episode finished and uploaded because it's been a good couple of days since I've uploaded anything to you guys. But other than that, this is a pretty standard sort of setup that we had last time. Just tweaking the layout a little bit. I decided to do some little glass panes in the roof, which could be kind of cool. I might make these one more wide, actually, just so you can see down into the processing room down there. That's pretty much it for this build. I don't think there's much else to show you, really. Power comes in this way. So again, this is just the power dumped off the back of the distribution block. So this is running... In fact, there's a good thing to test. Still plus 30. Awesome. So we're still actually keeping power positive from here, which is fantastic. That means that this is running everything. It's running all of these machines. It's running the farms. It's running the cyclic assembler here, which is literally just making, melon seeds. That's fantastic. I might need to add some more renewable power. I did think that 180 RF per tick may not be enough to run all of the biodiesel generating stuff, especially once we add the other. As you can see, I've left a spot here for another refinery and another spot here for another refinery. Also spots for the other two squeezers and fermenters, and then I'm going to probably just stack these generators along here. But there is room on that hill to put maybe some of the windmills back up. Something else anyway for renewal, even some solar might not go amiss, just to help this stuff along. So yeah, so that is pretty much this build. We now have power over here. Well, nearly. I still need to figure out where I'm going to put my main distribution board. I might make a power room, I don't know, here somewhere, but I'll do that between this episode and next episode, get things lined up, and then next episode, finally, I know I've said it before, but I think we may actually have the things in place for that ME controller. I have enough iridium ore, I have all that sonarium made, everything's there, so stay tuned. Next episode could be a good one with the Applied Energistics finally here in this hard mode pack. Anyway, that's all from me. As always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next episode.